Welcome back into the Sports Source. This segment of our show brought to you by Tennova Healthcare. East, west, north, and south, whatever area of East Tennessee you call home, there is a Tennova location nearby. You can be sure of that. Hospitals, surgery centers, doctor's offices, outpatient clinics. Tennova is so East Tennessee that Tennessee is right in the name, Tennova. They saved my life. They saved the life of my dad. I trust Tennova implicitly. You should as well. All right, back with Bob, Josh, Mike, and Chuck here. Let's talk very quickly some numbers, the draft by the numbers. First of all, let's put up the graphic. SEC was best again in terms of draft choices by conference, but only had 7 more than the ACC. The ACC is getting strong. They're typically number 2 now. Pac-12 is growing. Both the Pac-12 and the ACC had more players taken in the first round than the SEC. No national championships the last 2 years. The defenses aren't as dominant. Are other leagues catching up to the SEC quickly?
Yes.
You think they are?
Oh, yeah. I mean, and to me, it was inevitable. I mean,
Yes.
You go win, 7 national championships in a row. You play for an 8th. You raise the bar. People are going to be challenged to that. Look what Urban Meyer has done with Ohio State.
And
He's made that like an SEC team used to be.
And he's going out and getting SEC footprint guys.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, it was
Michigan's
inevitable.
going to. Yeah, there are other schools that are going to in that conference, the Pac-12. They've made a great effort, I think, to bring in coaches that can compete at a high level. I don't think the SEC is necessarily dropping off. I think the others are indeed catching up. Yeah.
Okay. Next one here. Let's take the look at the NFL draft by SEC school. You see the 2 that didn't have any selections yesterday, Tennessee and Vanderbilt. Florida had 8 picks. That's more than the wins they had last year.
It's 6 of offense, I think. Their offense is terrible, but I think 6 of those guys were offense.
Yeah. So 8 guys for Florida, 7 for Alabama. You know, we all disrespect Missouri. Philip Fulmer a couple of weeks ago made the comment, and we talked about it on the show, that Missouri came in at the right time. There's no question the East is down.
Yeah.
But Missouri had 6 guys drafted this year. They had a bunch drafted last year. 4 guys taken in the first 2 rounds. We just continue to kind of ignore the Missouri factor, and we say, it's got to be some sort of explanation to wipe this away. Bob, I think Missouri has actually got a better program than people give it credit for.
Well, I mean, just put it in this perspective, talking about next football season, people are already saying, oh, well, we'll beat Missouri. You haven't done it in 3 years.
Yeah.
And you got to go there. But people are already, when you're talking about what do you think Tennessee will finish next year? Well, Missouri's will win. And that just speaks to it. They had 6 guys drafted. You have 0 now. You didn't lose because you were hexed.
And the thing is they continue to produce linemen, which if you're in the SEC, what do you need to produce? Linemen. And then the last one. Mike Strange wrote about this, and Josh, you're a recruiting guy too. We'll take a look. NFL draft first round by star ratings. 7 5-stars got picked in the first round, 8 4-stars, 16 3-stars, 1 2-star. I actually think that's tells you that the recruiting services are pretty good, because you've got more 3-stars in the pool than you do 4s and 5s, and you've got as many 4s and 5s in that first round as you did 3-stars, and you look at the 2-stars, only 1 of them. So, you know, again, those things aren't a GPS, those recruiting rankings, but I think they are a compass. I think they do point you in a general direction. Your thoughts?
Yeah, I would say that 15 4 and 5 stars is actually a lot when you play the percentages, because you have thousands of 3 and 2-star players that are available, or no stars even, that come in. So I think that's a lot. It's similar to the NFL draft. You want first, second, third round picks. You want 4 and 5-star players.
Yeah, and just as much as the stars, and we've talked about this, John, is I want to see who is recruiting a certain prospect. Maybe this goes hand in hand, but you want to see the top programs are recruiting somebody that you are, instead of Louisiana Tech and whoever else.
Mike, your thoughts? You wrote about it.
It's so common for offensive linemen in particular to be 3-stars, even good ones, for whatever reason. So you see a bunch of those 3-star guys are offensive linemen, and so that's not uncommon. But there was also a number of defensive backs that were kind of surprised, people that were maybe underrated in this draft.
I think it's just another reminder that when you come signing day, it's great to have those 4s and 5s mixed in, but there's no reason to go, he's just a 3-star.
Yeah, Marcus Mariota, 3-star.
Yeah.
He was the number 500 and something recruit in the, I believe it was 24/7 composite.
Yeah, and
But was he number 1 in Hawaii?
But you put him in the
he was
right
number 2,
coaching,
actually. He was
put him in
number
the
2
right
in
system
Hawaii.
with the right coaching staff, and you see what happens.
Yeah, and in college they get to physically develop. That's one reason they're typically 3-stars, not 4 or 5 before they get to college.
Yeah. When we come back, we're going to take a look at what the 2016 volunteer draft class might look like. We've still got basketball to come, the Nike updates to come. We got the Tennessee Titans to talk about, tons more football. But next, the Tennessee draft class for 2016. Come on back on the Sports Source.